See, everybody's watching and passing judgment on every little move and decision I make.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Chris Masters. The opponent, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
We shouldn't even be talking during this match, JR. We should just silently admire the masterpiece, like we were looking at a sculpture in a museum or something.
If you want to zip your lips for a few minutes, King, I won't complain. But don't expect me to show Chris Masters any more respect than he's shown to the WWE superstars and fans.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
What a counter!
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really... He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you... Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective.
He may get the 3 count here.
Was that 3? No? Come on! I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. He reversed it.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What do you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
I think these
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slaughter knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of liver tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
Here's your winner, John Cena.
You think you know me?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Lita and Ed. And the opponent, accompanied by Mickey James. From Toronto, Canada, Trish Stratus.